What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. We are back at Copart for another Copart walk around. Let's jump into this today with number one on my list. Something that I kind of always wanted, but this one looks a little rough. It's a 2003 Lincoln Aviator with 140,000 miles on the clock, and boy, she's rough. She's got smashes all over the hood. There's poop and stuff from trees all over the windshield, rusted bottle caps, mildew all over the top, flat tires. Yeah, this one's a little rough, guys. I wonder what happened to it. I don't know what engine is in this. Like, I know nothing about the Aviator. I just thought it was kind of cool because it's like a Navigator, just smaller. You know, it's a little bit smaller, so I'm going to assume it probably doesn't have a V8 under the hood. We're going to take a quick peek at it, though. We're going to look at it, put a jump on it, see if we can get it to do anything for us. Crank, start, who knows? Let's smell. She's got some stuff in her. Somebody threw a bunch of stuff in there. There's Sears, Craftsman. Ooh, what is this? An empty case? Yep, an empty case. Okay, well, that's nice. That's nice. Ugh. Let's see if we can get this seat up and take a... Yeah, the seat's kind of filthy, kind of dirty. All right. Come on, maybe it's got a V8. Maybe it could. It's possible. I mean, really, it needs a good cleaning. It doesn't smell too bad. Lots of ashes. I don't think that was meant to be an ashtray, but that's fine. Let's put a key in it. I can tell by how much tree debris is on it that it's going to have a dead battery, if it has a battery at all. Let's see. Yep. Oh, what do you think? Dead battery or no battery? Comment below. We're about to find out right now. All right, here we go. I say no battery. Ha! I was right. I told you guys, I have kind of a general rule when it comes to auction cars, really cars in general, unless I'm buying them for scrap or parts. If it has no battery under the hood, if someone was so desperate that they took the battery out of it before they ditched it, then I probably don't want it. That's just it's we've all got things that we say to ourselves, like, if this, then that. You know, I used to do computer programming, and back in my days of BASIC, that was a big thing. If X equals 3, then go to 30, line 30 or something like that, right? So if the car doesn't have a battery, generally speaking, then I will not buy it. It's called an if-then. This one doesn't have a battery. I'm sure it doesn't run, judging by how just it's bad. Okay, well, we'll give her a shot, man. I'll give her an opportunity. But this thing's been sitting for so long, it's probably got bad gas. Did not hear fuel pump. Oh. No. That's a resounding no. Well, can't say that I thought it was going to run. I didn't think for a minute this thing was going to run. I'd love to find the oil dipstick. Anybody know where it is on an Aviator? Anybody? No? Well, neither do I. Oh, right here. Okay, it is a V8 though. 32 valve Intech. Let's see what the oil looks like. Oh, she's actually got oil. Okay. That was a pretty hard clunk, clunk, clunk though, guys. So I'm not convinced that the engine is okay. There's also a possibility, maybe it didn't run out of oil. Could have overheated to the point that it locked up the engine though. So yeah, this one's sitting at $150 right now. And you want to know how much I'm going to bid on it? Not a damn thing. Not a dollar. I don't want it. Not interested. Made short work of this one. Let's see what else we can find. Next on my list, we got a ragged out 2006 Chevy Impala 2-door with 240,000 miles on the odometer. I mean, I guess it doesn't look that bad. I don't know, man. The tint is all peeling and bubbled. Says it's a run and drive, though. I can promise you this looks better on video than it does in person. This side is all messed up, man. This side has been damaged bad. This is all tore up. The door's chewed up. You've got Bondo cracking over here. The door does not line up at all. So this whole, oh wow. Oh wow. It's all rusted under there. That's all rust. All rust. I knew it. I just had a feeling about this one, man. I was like, nah, something's not right with this. Yeah, so this whole side, something's happened to it, and it was not put back together well at all. The mirror's fallen off. The seats are ripped. Whew. Wow. I don't even want to get in this one, to be honest with you. The dashboard is falling apart. It stinks. Yeah, it smells real bad. That smells real bad. I really don't want to get in this. It's 150 degrees in this damn car, and the stench is just out of this world. I'll be damned, it starts though. It starts. It starts. This is all just so tore up. Somebody had some fancy lights on the floor in here. Look at that. You know, come on, man. This car is beat to hell and back. The important window works though. It does run well. Air conditioning, I don't know. I suppose we'll find out, won't we? Let's turn it on. Let's see what it does. I'm gonna guess the AC probably does not work. Washer fluid low, change oil, check engine light, hood open. That's because I opened it. Yeah, I don't think the AC works. I don't think the AC works, which I didn't expect it to. I really didn't. Brakes feel fine. Power steering doesn't exist, and the wheel turns this far. There is no power steering, and you have this much play in the steering. That is no bueno. Backwards, forwards, rear view mirror is missing in action, and yeah, the windshield is completely broken. This thing is in bad shape. You already know I'm not bidding on it, right? I mean, I will go ahead and pop the hood and do our thing like we normally do, but I don't care if this is $200. I'm not bidding on it. Oh, but it's got the 3900 though. It's got the 3.9. That's the police engine. They use this in the police cars, service cars and stuff like that. Oh hell, maybe the AC does work. It does. The compressor's turning. The cooling fan is on, but she ain't doing nothing. Yeah, this car got problems. This car's got problems. I don't know what's going on with the steering, but it is bad. It is really, really, really bad. I can only imagine what this car must be like trying to drive down the road with that much play in the steering. It wouldn't be good, guys. Oh, the AC is nice and cold out of nowhere. It just kicked on, I guess. All right. Hear that? It sounds like something came off under here is what it sounds like. She revs up decent though. She does. She runs out all right. Nah, guys, this one's not for me. This one's not for me. Let's move on to the next. Last on my list, a 2011 Ford F-150 with 300,000 miles on the odometer. It's an XLT. It's got the half doors in the back. It's got decent tires. She's a 4x4, and she looks like she's put in a lifetime of work, judging by the condition of that bed. So, I'm very curious to see if this one's going to start up and run. Really, it doesn't look too bad. A good detail, a bed liner, and a tonneau cover would go a long way on this truck. Now, I don't know what the interior looks like. All I can tell you is that from the outside, especially for 300,000 miles, shouldn't look bad at all. Now, I believe this is going to have the 5.0, the Coyote engine in it. Oh, wow. Well, yeah, it was a lifetime of work, all right. Poor old girl. Good God. Wow. She's rough. She's rough. Okay, well, I would love to see what the seat looks like under there. Look at all the grease and dirt and filth. Oh boy, she's She's rough. That's all I'm gonna say. Looks like a shorter person was driving it. So let's pull this seat out a little bit so I can fit. Looks like she's got power, but good God, I mean, it's just, she's bad. She's bad. What do you think? Is she gonna start? I bet she needs a jump. Oh. That's not gonna go away, is it? No. No, that's bottom end. Damn it. Yeah, that's bottom end. I hate when that happens because I don't have a backup plan for this truck. So when they're broken like this, there's no point looking at them. It's done. Like, that's it. This is the last truck for my video, and because she's blown, and not in the good way, as in supercharged, but yeah, it kind of cuts my video short, and there ain't much I can do about it. Damn, well, she put in 300,000 miles. You really can't complain too much about that, right? Jeez, 300,000 miles. What a sad way to die, man. But I'll bet money someone put it back on the road. I bet they will. It's worth it. If you could find a Coyote engine for a reasonable price, and I'm sure you probably can these days, well, maybe 2,500 bucks, something like that. I don't know. Somebody will put it back on the road. Something smells like straight up death over here. Honest to God, something smells very, very, very dead. Oh my. Okay, guys, this was the end of the video. We're done. Before we go though, real quick, I just asked my fiance, and she told me she knows where the smell is coming from. Oh God. Yep, this is it. This is it. You know the smell of death, right? We all, I'm standing where the wind is blowing this way, so I'm now standing opposite. So the wind is actually carrying the smell of death that way. But this right here, she said this is where it's coming from. She said this is where the smell is coming from. There is caution tape everywhere. It says bio all over the place. Yeah, this thing rolled, and it rolled hard. That windshield coming in, boy, I can only imagine. Believe it or not, standing right here, it doesn't smell. It doesn't smell, but as soon as you get over there, oh wow. Take a look at this. There's feces. That box is full of feces. I mean, literally, it is full. It is full of poop. That's it. Okay, there's coolers. Yeah, what we got back here is, oh, oh my God. Oh my God. Well, I don't want to walk back down there. I really don't. Yeah, I don't know what was in that cooler. I'll see it on the video, but I'm telling you, those buckets back there, they're full of poop. There's lots of poop and stuff, just nasty stuff growing in all that. That's that smell. Smells straight up like death, man. Smells like death. Hold my breath, and I'm gonna run, which is something I absolutely never ever. Oh my God. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh, that smell.
I know.
Oh,
I know.
Oh my God.
Yes.
That was...
I was about ready to jump out. I thought you were having a problem.
I was trying not to puke.
Oh my God.
There's poop. There's a container in the back full of like rat poop and stuff. There's just liquid and stuff. They had coolers like they were going camping. There's probably lots of meats and stuff in there. I
know.
I'm still recording. Yeah, I tried to hold my breath and run, and I couldn't because I'm too fat. and got a big whiff. The wind is carrying it down.
Okay,
Yeah.
Because remember I told you could smell it all the way over there.
Yeah, it's bad. That's bad.
Walked up to it.
I walked up to it. Yeah. Anyway, that bought us an extra couple minutes because that truck had a blown motor. So I was like, I got to find something. We found it. We found it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not currently subscribed. I would truly appreciate it. And until next time, stay safe out there, everybody. I look forward to seeing you all again very soon in the next one.